as we've been hearing, the situation on the border is putting more pressure on Turkey. The country is already hosting nearly 3 million refugees, almost all of them from Syria. It's already spent $9 billion looking after them. Well, the EU is giving it another $3.3 billion as part of a deal to reduce the flow of people. More than 1 million refugees arrived in Europe in 2015. 74,000 arrived since the beginning of just this year. The crisis has cost Europe an estimated $10 billion. Well, all of these issues are going to be on the agenda in the meeting between the German Chancellor and Turkish Prime Minister, which is happening now in Ankara. Francis Collings has more from the capital.
In many respects, it's a meeting of minds today. Angela Merkel, the German Chancellor, of course, in charge of the country that's taken the most refugees from this crisis within the European Union, and the Prime Minister of Turkey, PM Davutoglu, and of course Turkey hosting the most refugees of anyone anywhere in the world. Some 2.7 million refugees are now in the country, the vast majority outside the refugee camps. But of course this is a crisis that has been exacerbated by the situation happening in Aleppo and the people moving towards the border at Kilis in the south of Turkey. 30,000 over the weekend. It could get up to 70,000. They'll be talking about that situation. They'll be talking about trying to stem the flow of refugees to Europe, and also the financial compensation that's being paid by the European Union to Turkey. Don't forget, Turkey has spent somewhere in the region of $10 billion since this conflict started in 2011. The EU is compensating Turkey the tune of $3.3 billion. So there is plenty to talk about later today.